Welcome everyone. Today we are going to learn about spatial valuation rules. Now in the previous session we also had learned about spatial valuation rules, and what is that we are going to learn today. Please see, section 15 is the only section given for valuation under the GST Act. Now there are so many subsections, right? This is for consideration when received in cash. When received in cash. In all other cases we have subrule 4 and subsection 4 and subsection 5. Subsection 4 directs you to rule 27 to rule 31, and subsection 5 directs you to rule 32 to rule 35 of CGST Act 2017. Hope you should understand. I have made videos for this one and this. I have made videos, and this is the video I am going to make for these rules. Okay, rule 32 to 35. Now what are these rules? Let me tell you. Rule 32 has again 5 different rules. Rule for certain kind of supplies. For currency exchange we have subrule 2. For air travel agent, subrule 3. We have LIC premium calculation, subrule 4. Subrule 5 for second hand goods dealing, and subrule 6 for vouchers, coupons and tokens. Right? That was all about rule 32. Now rule 33 is about pure agent. I will explain you with one examples. Rule 34 is for customs, for import and export, and rule 35 is when GST is already included in the value of supply, how to deduct that and then how to carry on with these calculations. Rule 35 says that. Okay, after this video I am going to make one amendment part for this. Until now we have 2 amendments received under valuation for GST purpose. Now what are those 2 amendments? I will speak after speaking about rule 35. Okay, now let us start with rule 32. As it is told to you, rule 32 has 6 subrules. Rule 32 subrule 1 says follow the other rules. Follow other rules to understand the value of supply. Okay, subrule 2 says for currency exchange. Now this currency exchange, there are 2 parts. Okay, there is part A, which is compulsory or by default, and then part B. Okay, we will see it later. First we will start with the currency exchange part A. Right? Now this currency exchange is classified into 2. When either of the currency is Indian rupees. Okay, and the other is when neither of the currency is Indian rupees. You can make the chart following me so that you will understand this better during the examination times. When either of the currency is Indian rupee is further classified into 2. Classification 1 says when RBI reference rate is available. And the other says when RBI reference rate is unavailable, or I will write not available. How do you calculate value in these cases? In this case, calculation is really very easy. You have to only calculate value using total units into RBI reference rate minus, you will either have buying rate or selling rate. Okay, if you only do this, you will get total value of supply, and this is your answer. Right now, what is this buying rate and selling rate? If you want to exchange currency from one currency to another currency, you will go to any of the bank, commercial bank, and those commercial bank will give you either bid rate and ask rate. They will give you these both. Okay, bid rate is usually a smaller, let us say 64, and ask rate will be 64.5. I mean to say, if I have currency, if I have a foreign currency and I go to bank and I want to convert it into Indian rupees, so what am I doing? I am selling my currency, my foreign currency, to the bank. Bank is purchasing, and bank will purchase at this rupee, at this price. If I want to purchase US dollars, then I will go to bank and bank will sell me the foreign currency. Bank will sell it at this price, 64.5. Hope you understand this. If you are an undergraduate student, I'm to say degree students, you did not understand this. This is for only your reference. If you are a CA final student or CS professional or even MCOM student or any other PG, then you have to really learn more about this. I will stick to my taxation subject. Okay, so buying rate or asking rate, that is buying rate or selling rate, will be available with you. We are deducting that from RBI reference rate. Sir, if this is higher, then you are deducting RBI reference rate from this. You have to only say that this bracket should have positive sign. So that positive sign into total units, you will get value of supply when RBI reference rate is available. Okay, when RBI reference rate is not available, okay, when RBI reference is not available, then what is the value? Then value will be equal to gross amount exchanged into 1%. Whatever is the value that you have exchanged. Now how will you understand what is the gross amount? See, either of the currency is Indian rupee, right? So you will understand that value in Indian rupee into 1%, you will get value, and this is your answer. Okay, this is your answer. Now neither of the currency is Indian rupee. How do you calculate? I will show you. Suppose I have dollar and I want to convert it to Japanese yen. Now I have to convert these both into Indian rupee, INR. Now I will have two INRs. I will have to consider lower of these two into 1%. If I do this, I will get value, and this is my answer. Whichever is lower of these two will be considered. You will ask me, sir, if both are same, this is never possible, but if both are same, consider any one, you will get the same answer, right? So this is how the chart will explain you the currency exchange under part A. Now we will start with part B. What is it? How to calculate? Here it is. Now we will start with rule 32, sub-rule 2, currency exchange, part B. This is like your income tax slabs. Up to rupees 1 lakh exchanged, I will make a partition here. 1% of gross amount exchanged, gross currency exchanged, you can say, or rupees 250, whichever is higher. Now this part ends. second part is from rupees 1 lakh to rupees 10 lakh. Now how do you calculate this? How do you remember this? 1% of gross amount exchanged. What can be maximum up to 1 lakh rupee? 1 lakh itself, right? So 1 lakh of 1%, you will get 1000 rupees plus 0.5% of gross amount exchanged. Gross amount exchanged between rupees 1 lakh and rupees 10 lakh. So maximum 9 lakh will be possible here. This also ends here. Now the next slab is more than rupees 10 lakh. In this case I will write this into the full words itself. Okay, more than rupees 10 lakh. Now what is the maximum amount possible here? This 1000 rupee is possible. Okay, now in this slab you have 9 lakh rupee. Okay, so this 9 lakh into 0.5%. okay, this is possible. This plus 0.1%, I'm writing 0.1%, not 1%, 0.1% of gross amount exchanged above rupees 10 lakh. This also ends here. There is no part of this. Now this is like your income tax slab. This is how part B says. Now let me tell you, part B is optional. Part A is compulsory. I will write it is by default. Even if you do not choose it, you have to follow the part A part. But if you choose part B, then up to end of that financial year, in the year in which you choose B, up to end of that financial year, you cannot change the method of calculation of currency exchange. Hope you understand. If you choose A, you can convert it into B. If you choose B, you can convert it into A only after 1 year, only after completion of that 1 year. Now hope you understand this part. Please copy this by pausing the video. I will change this part. Fine, this is rupees 10 lakh. Please copy it. We will solve a small problem. This question was asked in CS Professional 2018. Okay, Mr. Ravi, a money exchanger, has exchanged US dollar 10,000 to INR at rupees 64 per dollar. Ravi wants value as per 32 Rule 2 Part B of CGST Rules 2017. Now what is given in the question? I will see. US dollar 10,000 was exchanged and rate is also given at 64 at rupees 64 per US dollar. Now I don't know whether this rule, whether this rate 64 is it RBI reference rate or not. I really don't know. But when only one rate is given, it is our assumption that it is RBI reference rate. Okay, there is no second question. So with this simple example, we will solve this question. Now value of supply will be, value of supply will be, we have to multiply, see 64 per US dollar, how many US dollars? 10,000. So 10,000 into 64, I will get 6,40,000 Indian rupees. Okay, Now I have to use the slabs up to 1 lakh. Okay, up to 1 lakh. Here only I will write up to 1 lakh. I know it is 1000 rupees, and remaining 5,40,000. How much I have to calculate? How is this 5,40,000? See, for your reference I am writing it here. 6,40,000 is given. Up to rupees 1 lakh I have calculated, it is 1000, right? How much is remaining? It is 5,40,000 is remaining, right? So that 5,40,000 into 0.5%, whatever is the value, I will use the calculator. 5,40,000 into 0.5%, it is 2,700. So these two values I have to consider. Value of supply is equal to 1000 plus 2000. I will write it here, 1000 plus 2700. The last is 3700. See how easy this problem is. This was asked in CS Professional 2018. We will solve one more problem now. This question was asked in CA Final November 2019 RTB, that is revision test paper. CA Final. Parda Forex Private Limited, registered in Delhi, is a money changer. It has undertaken purchase and sale of foreign currency. There are 2 points. Point 1 says $1,000 are purchased from Nandi Enterprises at the rate of rupees 68 per US dollar. RBI reference rate is given, that is 68.60. $2,000 are sold to Minawati at 67.50 per US dollar, and here RBI reference rate is not given. We have to calculate using two cases, that is rule 32 part A and part B. Okay, now let us start solving this. Before that I will copy down the information. $1,000 are exchanged from Nandi Enterprises at the rate of rupees which is 68 per US dollar. RBI reference rate is given, and that is rupees 68.60 as on that date per US dollar. This is point A, point 1. There is second point which is given. $2,000 were exchanged to Minawati Enterprises at rupees 67.50 per US dollar. RBI reference rate is not available. RBI reference rate is not available. Now using this information we have to calculate value of supply currency exchange in both cases, right? We will first start solving this question in case 1. And what is this case 1? It is rule 32 sub rule 2A. We will start solving this. First point, $1,000 from Nandi Enterprises. So how do you calculate it? If you remember the chart, value will be equal to total units into what we are going to take, RBI reference rate minus buying rate or selling rate, whichever is available, right? So in this question buying rate is available, right? That is what we are going to take. I am not making any square brackets here because this is the only one that I am going to solve. So total units is 1000 that I am converting RBI reference rate into RBI reference rate is how much? 68.60 minus buying rate is how much? 68.00. If you want, you write it. Now this will be 1000 into 68.60 minus 68, that is 0.60. Your answer will be 600 rupees. Now what is this 600? It is Indian rupees. Okay, you should know what you are converting into what. This is point 1. Point 2 can be directly calculated here. I will calculate it here itself. Whenever RBI reference rate is not given, fine, whatever is available you just do that. So it is units, total gross units I will use, that is 2000 units into 67.50. Of this I am going to calculate multiplied by 1%. I will use calculator. 2000 into 67.50, it is 1,35,000 into 1%. It will be 1,350. Fine, the answer is ready. This is our answer. This is our answer. This was as easy as that. This is as per case 1. Case 2, we are going to solve it now. Now we are going to solve the same question into case 2, rule 32 sub rule 2 part B. First point, we have to calculate first gross amount exchanged. Gross amount exchanged. This is very important in order to calculate according to the slabs. How much is the gross amount exchanged? It is 1000 into, now which rate I have to take, RBI reference rate or 68? This reference rate rule is applicable in previous case when you are using part A. Okay, in this case we are not using the reference rate. From Nandi Enterprises we have exchanged 1000 US dollars at rupees 68. This is the real case that had happened, and therefore we are going to use 68 only. So this amount will be 68,000. Okay, this is over. When I get the gross amount exchanged, I have to first see, is it less than 1 lakh? Yes, it is less than 1 lakh. Then what is the value? Value will be equal to 1% of gross amount exchanged, or rupees 250, whichever is higher. Now I completely understand that 1% of 68,000 is 680 rupees, or 250, whichever is higher, that is 680. Now this is my answer. The problem is over. It is as easy as that. It is as simple as that. Now second point. Again I have to consider gross amount exchanged. Here 2000 US dollars are converted into 67.50, right? I will use calculator. 2000 into 67.50, that is 1,35,000. 1,35,000. Now I have to see, is it more than 1 lakh? Yes, it is more than 1 lakh. Then my value of supply will be 1000 plus. I am directly calculating because it is more than 1 lakh, right? Up to 1 lakh it is 1000 plus 35,000's 5%, 0.5%. 35,000 into 0.5%, it is 175. So 1000 plus 175, 1175 is my answer. This is my answer and I'm done. Let me remind you, this question was asked in CA final. See how easy it is.